Hey, how are y'all today? I don't know if nobody was in my chat. I deeply apologize. Um, how's everybody today? I appreciate the one person who's here. I was supposed to get on like at 11:30 and get on until 1. Well, I got on at like 12:40, and then like give me 10 minutes for some other shit I was wrapping up before I got on here. Um, so I hope everybody is having a great weekend. I hope they Saturday went good. I hope even Sunday goes even better for y'all today. So yeah. Um, let's see. You know me. Let's see what's in the news today. I won't look at the news until I get on here. All right. Um, I'm on the wrong part of the page. Anyways. Sure you didn't kill her? I realized what an inconvenience we've been. But since you ain't giving us no wedding present, I figured it's the least you could do. What are you talking about, man? Stop. Take that to the head. Making a baby is a truly blessed thing. I think you'd be happy with me. Trust me. Look, Will, my Jules' fondest dream is to have a child of her own. I love her. She's my delicate little flower. Hey, take it easy in there. We're not insured. I don't think it's a very good idea for Jazz and Jewel to reproduce. You'll be able to tell your kids about how the U.S. dollar was once the strong. My dogs are so bad. They always want to fight. Stop. So they said in less than 24 hours, the U.S. dollar changes forever. There's a video on this, so let's see what they're talking about. Holla. You'll be able to tell your kids about how the U.S. dollar was once the strongest currency in the world, and you were there to watch it fall into ruin. You'll be able to explain to your kids that it was all self-inflicted, how arrogance, greed, and bullying led to the collapse. We'll get to that part of the story in a minute. But first, you'll also be able to tell your kids that you were there when they took away paper dollars and coins in favor of a U.S. digital currency. And you'll be correct, because in fewer than 24 hours, the United States dollar changes forever. Tomorrow, the first week of April, the Federal Reserve begins the rollout of their new central bank digital U.S. dollar. This was 6 days ago. It's called the FedNow program, and it's going to replace your paper currency. Not overnight, but it's moving in that direction. And it will move the United States to a cashless society, a surveillance state where every transaction will be tracked and cataloged, where, as the Fed describes it, money that's in your account can even expire and become unusable.
That's right, just like that Red Lobster gift card that you never used. One day you go and try to buy some popcorn shrimp and some Cheddar Bay biscuits, and the gift card doesn't even work anymore. Gone. You can read how the Fed plans to use the expiring money right on the Fed's website. China's already doing it. We already have a template for it. And many U.S. government museums, national parks, historical sites are no longer accepting paper dollars. Many of you have emailed me about this. You've tried to go and actually use dollars at different locations. Sorry, we don't accept cash. Want to go visit the Wright Brothers Museum? Don't bring cash. You'll have to use digital currency. Want to go to Smithsonian? Sorry, no cash. How about Mount Rainier National Park? Sorry, no cash allowed. We only accept digital. And many American
I'm about to say we still
now
Rainier is in Washington.
Really,
We still
it's all
using
about
paper.
control. The brilliant Catherine Austin Fitts recently described what going cashless would do to all of us.
The reality, as the financial system gets more controlling and more invasive, it's a little bit like bringing up a corral around us. And CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, and vaccine passports or digital IDs are sort of the last shutting of the gate. It's hard for many people to imagine the risks here because we're so used to with financial transaction freedom, and we don't understand that when this gate closes on us, we literally will be sitting in a system where the central banks believe that our assets belong to them, and they can dictate where we can spend money and what we can spend money on.
It's frightening, and she's 100% correct. But that's only part of the story, and perhaps that's the smallest part of the story, if you can believe that. Now to the elephant in the room and the larger reasons we're seeing the decline of the US dollar. But first, I decided to go sophisticated for today's video. I could have kept it super simple, but instead we need to talk about some specific details, and you are a very smart audience that will watch this video until the end. So we're going to go sophisticated today, okay? Let's do it. And for that, let me tell you a story. Let me start here. Back in 2014, the country of Russia annexed the territory of Crimea. We're not going to get into why they did it. You're a smart audience. You probably already know why they did it. But what we're going to do is look at what happened next. Now, the United States and Western allies had slapped massive sanctions on Russia. Then the value of the Russian ruble went down. But then something remarkable started to happen. And this is perhaps the beginning of the end of the US dollar. You can pinpoint the moment. Here's what happened. As the ruble started to decline, Russia was then forced to ramp up production of just about everything that they produce, from oil to lithium to silver to uranium, for nuclear fuel, natural gas. They kicked everything into high gear, became self-sufficient, became the dominant exporter of many of these minerals in every category. Want uranium for your nuclear reactors? You're probably going to be buying it from Russia. In fact, the United States currently buys almost all of its uranium from Russia. Isn't that funny? They did this because their ruble was going down. They needed to produce more oil in order to sell more oil to compensate for the lower prices that it was receiving in US dollars, while the United States was destroying
Shut up!
Under President Obama. Lost their job right now because a plant in Mexico.
These goddamn three dogs is driving me crazy. I almost feel like I got all the dogs again.
All this oil production ended up putting enormous pressure on the global oil market because now there was a lot of oil being produced that led to lower prices in oil. And guess what? A decline in the demand for US dollars. They were making too much oil, and the petrodollar value plummeted. So US sanctions on Russia drove down oil prices and therefore demand for US dollars. Then came the war in Ukraine, and even more ridiculous sanctions. This time, they threw everything they had, the kitchen sink, at Russia.
And I'm taking robust action to make sure the pain of our sanctions is targeted at the Russian economy.
The sanctions have crushed trade between Russia and the United States and its allies. This has further led to lower economic growth and a decline in the value of the US dollar. And the Fed forecasting negative GDP growth in the United States.
Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Massive recession about to hit our shores. But in Russia, the opposite happened. The IMF is forecasting GDP growth in Russia, and the value of the Russian ruble has hit record highs. And then this week, the bomb dropped against the US dollar.
Describing their talks, Putin said, "We are in favor of using the Chinese yuan for settlements between Russia and the countries of Asia, Africa, and Latin America." So, the world's second largest economy and its largest energy exporter are together actively trying to dent the dollar's dominance as the anchor of the international financial system.
The petrodollar system was established in the early 1970s when the United States made a deal with Saudi Arabia to price oil in US dollars. This agreement made it necessary for other countries to hold large amounts of US dollars in order to purchase oil from OPEC countries, which then, of course, helped support the demand for the dollar. It made the world's dominant currency. It let America browbeat the rest of the world. It let America go into massive debt because there would always be another country around to buy up the US debt.
The dollar is America's last surviving superpower. It gives Washington unrivaled economic and political muscle. It can slap sanctions on countries unilaterally, which frees that country out of large parts of the world economy. And Washington can spend freely, certain that its debt will be bought up by the rest of the world.
Well, that's all changing right before our eyes. The United States has been using its control over the dollar to weaponize its economic power, using sanctions and other measures to pressure other countries to comply with its foreign policy goals. The sanctions show just how desperate the United States is to try to replace dependence on Russia and China for all of our minerals and manufacturing. We are sitting on mountains of uranium, lithium, gold, oil, and yet we don't have the infrastructure to pull it out of the ground anymore. We only have one active lithium mine in the United States, and we're about to double the amount of electric cars driving on American roads. The Biden administration is throwing billions of dollars at companies to build charging stations, solar panel parking lots, you name it. Anything in the renewable space is getting massive billions of dollars in government grants. And that's because millions more EVs are coming out, but we'll have to rely on China and Russia to make it happen. It's crazy. Yesterday, the head of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, admitted the truth about our reliance on China and Russia for minerals and resources. It was actually a pretty big admission moment for her.
We know.
No, I think that's crazy. A lot of people didn't believe we was turning into currency. We was gonna start dealing with currency money. I don't think nobody believed that. A lot of people didn't believe it. That's crazy. Let's continue.
This is an era where we rely on one single supplier, China. 98% of our rare earth supply, 93% of our magnesium, 97% of our lithium, just to name a few.
And literally on the same day that she made that statement, Ford Motor Company admitted that it's spending billions and teaming up with China to mine minerals for its electric cars. They're going to do this in Indonesia. Yeah, that's right. This is how bad it's gotten that Ford is teaming up with China. Here's Ford yesterday talking about this.
Not just the mining, but the processing the materials. Actually, even if they're mined, let's say in the US, nickel, most of it is sent back to China to get processed.
So the US is trying to move away from Russia and China and bring manufacturing back to the United States, trying to incentivize businesses to go green with billions of dollars in grants and tax cuts. If you're building a new condo complex in the United States, the government will pay you to install electric vehicle charging stations. Hotels, the same thing. So, of course, all of these businesses are taking free money and building these things for the tax breaks. They'd be stupid not to. The United States is facing the perfect storm for the US dollar. China, Russia, Saudi Arabia ditching the US dollar to settle oil transactions. On top of that, America has outsourced its manufacturing, its minerals production overseas, and the Federal Reserve moving to a digital version of the US dollar that can be expanded and printed at any moment because it's not tied to any physical representation of money, no coins, no dollars. So I'm going to be watching this slow death of the dollar unfold right here on this channel. So that's the news update part of today's video. Now I want to tell you about today's sponsor for today's video, which is tied directly to these government grants.
All right, y'all. Yeah, I heard that. And we're changing to currency. We're not going to be able to use the almighty dollar. That's what they used to say all the time when I was growing up. It was called the almighty dollar. So let's see what else they're talking about on here. It says a 48, 48-year-old woman, DNA mystery. Are we sisters? Oh, so that's your daughter reacts to conversation with her convicted iller mom. Oh wow. Okay. All right. That's that Lizzo stunts and Barbie Pink. Good America bikini on vacation. Hold on, I gotta see this. I ain't big her, but I still wouldn't put on no goddamn bikini. I ain't crazy now. Let's see what they're saying.
A pair that doesn't cost $50. $50. Pantene's Pro Vitamin formula repairs hair, as well as the leading luxury bonding treatment for softness
So they
and
said
resilience
Lizzo
without the
Hot
price
Pink
tag. If
Good
you know,
American
you know it's
Bikini
Pantene.
has
All the
some.
rumors are true. Lizzo just dropped a shapewear line, and we're about to try on all things Yitty. I will wear this. We both 100% that beat. This is not your mama's shapewear. Yitty by Lizzo is here. That's right. So Lizzo did an epic collaboration with Fabletics because she's sick and tired of seeing the same old shapewear line. You know, same colors, same fit. She's like, no. I need to do it my way, the Lizzo way. So basically, Lizzo wanted to do this collection and she wanted to do it this way because she wants everyone to feel really comfortable in their bodies and what they choose to wear. And she has sizes from 6X to extra small, and all the clothes are made out of recycled material. So we love that for us. So clearly, this is not your mama's shapewear, okay? If it was going to be this fun, this bright, this sexy, it had to be done by Lizzo. So we're gonna rate that from 0 to 100% being that bitch. How do we feel? Are we gonna be that bitch? Are they gonna bleep out me saying that bitch? No, of course not. We're about to rock this bitch. Okay, so Lizzo actually has 3 different collections under her Yitty line, and the first one that we're trying on is her Mesh Me line. Yeah, so we have the Mesh Me smoothing midi top. And then we have the high-waisted Mesh Me smoothing shorts. Surprisingly enough, I was like, mesh, that's a little bit scary. Yeah. But this feels really nice, actually. I love this. First of all, they're $60 each, which I think is a really reasonable price when we're talking about shapewear, because we tried shapewear a lot on this channel. We're on a channel. On this channel. I was surprised how much I like this. I honestly don't even want to wear this underclothes, which is normally what you do with shapewear, aside from the back, because you guys, the back is completely see-through. All you see is ASS, which Lizzo's all here for. Like, Lizzo would wear this outfit in public because that's what she does. Trust me. I think like this is so completely sexy. This like line where it just kind of like slims your waist a little bit, and I think it's see-through in the right places and it covers up in the right places other than the butt. And this is in the color Iconic Black, and I feel like the only downside I have about this is this band on both of it. It's pretty thick, so depending on what you're wearing it under, just keep that in mind. If you're looking for shapewear for like a really slinky material, like super like form-fitting dress, I don't know if this is going to be hidden underneath, but overall, I really think it's super comfortable. And I'm really impressed to see mesh being used in shapewear because I think some people don't like that really overly constrictive, high sculpt compression material. So this is really breathable, especially for summer. Honestly, I think Lizzo was like shapewear that you can wear outside. I don't think she planned on this being underclothes at all. I will wear this. I feel like I'm 100% that bitch. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, this is nice. Oh, my Gucci crowd. All right, now we are in the bodysuit from the Nearly Naked collection. This is Jelly Red. I love that. I love the name of it, Jelly Red. I love how bright it is, super fun. It is $64 for a bodysuit, which again is really good. It is
so freaking tight that I'm like, I already can barely speak. This is cutting off the last ability I have to make sounds.
Got some chicken grease in my throat. I was just eating chicken earlier.
This is also a thong, so I like that aspect. And if you're not into the jelly red, it comes in other colors as well. I don't know what this is trying to be, honestly. I'm very confused by this piece.
It's trying to be hardcore compression, which I get it. Sometimes you need that thing that's going to like completely smooth everything out.
Yeah.
But I mean, just in comparison to the mesh, this is like standard shapewear. It is.
Yeah.
And oh man.
It's holding everything in. So I think depending on like what you're looking for in your shapewear, for me, I don't like that I'm literally sucked in. Like I think I did lose like an inch or two putting it on. Yeah, my waist like, so if that's what you're looking for, cool. For me, when I look for shapewear, I just want something to smooth everything out. But again, there's people that are like, I want to feel like completely sucked in. That like if I move this or this, like it's all there. So if you're that kind of person, this is definitely it for you.
I'm gonna say that because it's a totally personal opinion, but I do believe every once in a while there is a need for a bodysuit like this. I'm gonna say I'm about 80% that bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say 70%.
Yeah. That's fair.
It is.
That's fair. We're fair.
You were so great until you weren't. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so now we're in her major label collection, and this two-piece set is actually a part of her activewear. So she has shapewear, and now she has activewear too, which makes sense because Fabletics is all about activewear. So she's got to have a line that gives you that option. I love this like top that's like crossed like this, and then these high-waisted leggings. The only thing I'll say is I'm a little disappointed that they're not the same fabric.
Right.
I think that's really strange. I love the top. The top holds everything in. It's stretchy. It feels good. But then you got these like silky bottom leggings that are not true to size. They're a little bit big. And I'm just like not a fan, which makes me so sad because I love this bright ass blue.
I think that the reason the top is great is because it really does feel like activewear. It's that compression material again. It is like literally that's what it's called. It's like a smoothing control type of top. So it makes sense. But I know there are girls that love to work out in this type of material. I am not one of them. No. I don't like working out in this slinky material. It to me doesn't feel very active. I don't feel very secure in it at all.
Not at all.
I like things to be this material, this compression material, especially if I'm like really working out. This material does nothing for me.
It doesn't either. And it's so disappointing because honestly, I would say that this was going to be my favorite set just based off of the color alone. Like this color is so freaking good. Yeah. But the mix, man, I just don't understand. Keep it consistent.
Yeah, and also when it's two different colors, especially under these lights, I don't know if it'll show on camera, but it almost looks like two different shades of blue, which you know how much that bugs me.
Yeah, so I'm a little conflicted. I don't know how to rate this. Like the idea, I would have been like 100% that bitch, but execution, I'm gonna have to give it like 60%.
I was gonna say 50, just because it's half there.
It really is.
But this is it right here. This is great.
Oh, I should have just made the leggings.
If this was leggings, oh my God, I would never take them off.
Ever.
Woo! As you can see, clearly Lizzo has a lot. There's a lot going on with this video line. So we wanted to check out some of her favorites, which I always love when they tell you, hey, this person that you love who has designed this amazing line of shapewear and activewear, she also has her absolute favorites. Obviously, we had to try them. So we got this high-waisted thong and bra crop top situation set, which is from the Nearly Naked collection. Yeah. Again, it's that really like crazy compression material. Yes, but it's snatching the waist. It is like everything is in there. This is not my everyday go-to shapewear for sure, but with this color, which is unstoppable yellow, it's really see-through, which actually means that it's pretty sheer, which is good because a lot of the shapewear that we've tried on so far has been on the thicker side, which makes me a little bit nervous for what you're wearing that underneath. This I feel like can go underneath a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think what I'll say is the top, I don't have a use for it, but the bottoms are really cute and they're doing what they need to do. We tried on Kim Kardashian's Skims bottoms that were similar to this. but hers were like rolling. These are staying up, and honestly, they could go up even higher if you wanted them to.
They have this nice little like sticky band, the same way that Skims does. I know a lot of people like Skims for that reason, and they also have that in here.
Yeah, but I don't know. These feel way better than the Skims to me, and they're doing the same job, but they're not like uncomfortable, and you feel sucked in, but not to the point where it's like super uncomfortable. And then right here where it like lands on your hip, there's so much stretching room there, so you're not going to get an indentation.
I will say that I feel like I'm 100% that bitch.
Girl, I was about to say we both 100% that bitch. You know, the crazy part about this whole thing is that we only tried on a little bit of her collection. There's so much more.
So y'all heard that Lizzo came out with her own body shapewear. Hey, stop it. All right. So they said the best black comedians of all time. Top 5 legendary comedians. Okay. Let's see who they say. Let's say Eddie Murphy is one. What was this? Okay. Let's see this. So they said Eddie Murphy is one. Okay. Hold on. So the top 5 comedians of all time. Number one is Eddie Murphy. Number 2 is Richard Pryor. That's that Illinois guy. David Chappelle is number 3. Chris Rock number 4. He's not even that damn funny. And then as number 5, they got Martin Lawrence. I ain't gonna lie. I think his last Richard Pryor's. I mean, not Richard Pryor. Mom, forgive me. Um. Oh my god. I'm trying to think what the fuck I was just about to say. Oh, fuck, I forgot. That fast. Oh, so Martin Lawrence, I ain't gonna lie. I love. I think this was his last stand that was Run and Tell That. That shit was funny as fuck to me. I don't care. I love that stand up. But my all time favorite is Eddie Murphy Delirious. That's my shit. No, I ain't gonna kid you about that. Delirious is my shit. So they said the government signs law that will install cameras along Washington state highways. Hey, y'all, come on. Hold on. Okay. So they said Tupac, alleged killer, appears in a Redman music video and had his own rap album. Okay, nobody say. Allegedly, I think me myself personally should ignite friends who work for the police. Allegedly, I think that's who killed him and Tupac. I mean Tupac and Biggie. They didn't want that man to he was finna break out and out his own record label, and they didn't want that to happen. And then after they killed him, they really started like basically offering all his boys. That's crazy. Move. Oh shit. Let me mess up. So I forgot that Kanye West is building a school, a private school, only feds. Hey, man, I think someone wanted to read. Can't find it. Mm-hmm. Let's say they said what? I thought this would never happen. McDonald's laid off hundreds, cuts pay for work, closed field office because they got like downtown Seattle. They don't need a lot of people. All they need somebody to do is really fix the food and make sure the food get to the right people because they got this damn whole big ass. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Like it grabs the food after you bag it. It grabs the food and it goes all the way to the cashier or the person who's I can't even think. These dogs supposed to be sleeping. They pissing me off. Okay. This says Taraji P. Henson paired on a octopus dress with a tall platform boot. They said so. Here's the 25 best dressed. They said okay, the 25 best dressed hip hop. I mean rappers of all time. So 25 they got Migos, I don't think nobody know who he is, but this is my nigga Kwame. He's number 2. Slick Rick. Oh shit! No, I'm sorry. Let me go back. They're going backwards. They weren't going forward. So Amigos is 25. Kwame is 24. 23 is Slick Rick. 22 is Jay-Z. He's my favorite rapper. One of them. My top 5. Lil Wayne is he in my top 10. Salt and Pepper. Oh, Salt and Pepper is 20. Big Daddy Kane is 19. Little Nas X is 18. What the fuck? The Diplomats is 17. They should be in the top 10. Snoop Dogg. They say Snoop Dogg 16. Nicki Minaj 15. Tupac Shakur is 24. 13 is ASAP. Fuck. This motherfucker. Sean Combs. He is 12. Tyler the Creator is 11. Doja Cat is 10. Cardi B is 9. LL Cool J is 8. Ron DMC is 7. Wu-Tang Clan is 6. Andre 3000 is 5. Lil Kim is 4. Pharrell Williams is 3. Missy Elliott is 2. And number 1 is Kanye West. Okay, Kanye, we see you, shawty. We see you. Let's see what else they're talking about. I'm gonna beat these dogs, but okay. Hold on. Move! You're a little hard-headed ass little girl. I promise you. Oh my god. This is my favorite episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What the hell is this? I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. I mean, ain't nobody in here, but hold on. Stop! Hold on. Oh, shit. Mm. Bad. All right. So they got a Barbie movie coming out, and the girl who played Harley Quinn, Marvel and DC character, she's gonna be Barbie. So they said, uh, 10 best Tupac songs of all time. Let's see what they're talking about because Tupac we got some legendary songs. Mm. The first one is All Eyes on Me. Second one is Brenda Had a Baby. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, they said number one. Yeah. Well, that's the album. All Eyes on Me. Okay. Number three is All Eyes on Me. Uh, Number four is Hit 'em Up. Number five, I Ain't Mad at You. Six is two of this is America's Most Wanted. Hail Mary. That's one of my favorite songs. I didn't even know it had a video to it, but that's one of my favorite songs. Double eight is Changes. Number nine is California Love. And number 10 is Dear Mama. That should have been the first one. Sorry. Oh, Lloyd. So Lloyd and Method Man came out with a new album 2 days. I mean, a new single 2 days ago. So I did bring this up yesterday. XX Tentacion. Judge locks up rappers, killers for life in prison. That's what they're saying. It's only 9 minutes.
You, sir, are a perfect example of why we have in this state a felony murder rule. I'm pretty sure, having sat through the trial, that you did not wake up that morning and say to yourself, I'm going to go kill somebody today, or I'm going to go
and hook up with people who will murder someone. But you did go for armed robbery. And what happens is that when you take a firearm and you rob somebody, you're telling the world, I'm going to take something that doesn't belong to me by force. And I've got deadly force. And I'm willing to use that deadly force to be able to achieve my goals. And even if your intent at that moment was only to rob and not to kill, who can say
Hey!
a predictable and foreseeable outcome of harming yourself and confronting the person? That's why we have a phony rule. You are a textbook case. During the trial, at one point, you lashed out at Robert Allen for being a snitch.
Go back.
I think your anger is misplaced. If you have any anger about what's happening here today and what will happen to you for the rest of your life, beyond the anger that you should have with yourself, perhaps your anger should be directed behind you at your co-defendants, the ones who selected the target in this case, and the one who turned a robbery into a murder. They're the ones that you can thank for the predicament beyond your own actions. Yvonne Newsom, a jury of your peers having found you guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree with a firearm and robbery with a deadly weapon, a firearm. This court now sentences you on count 1 to life in Florida State Prison with a 10-year minimum mandatory and credit for 1,704 days already served. On count 2, I will sentence you to life in Florida State Prison with a 10-year minimum mandatory and credit for 1,704 days already served. The two sentences will not concurrent with each other. There are standard courthouse costs of prosecution which can be reduced to a civil lien. There are 30 days to appeal. Williams, you are the perfect example of why we have a law of principles in this state. When you engage in criminal acts with others, you bear the responsibility for your collective actions. It was you who picked the target in this case. You went inside Riva Motorsports to confirm the identification and what was there, and then you went back out and sat in the vehicle. Now, while you may not have left the vehicle, and you may not have brandished a firearm or fired the fatal shots, you are as guilty as they are, because you are an essential part of that crime. Without your actions, it would not have happened. Additionally, I don't look at the way someone behaves in court. Courts, for sentencing purposes, courts are stressful things. People react to stuff differently. But there are things that I can look at. And I can tell you this court is shocked by your behavior afterward. A person who had any measure of human decency or remorse for killing someone would not likely be seen dancing around and filming themselves with the stolen money. How proud you were of yourself. You should understand that while you were dancing on that bed, throwing down those bills, you weren't throwing money down on the floor. You should think of that as you tossing down the days, weeks, and months of your life, just like that. Like so many pieces of paper. The very next day, when you went to spend that blood money on sneakers and jerseys, you revealed to the court the value you place on the human life that was taken. A pair of sneakers, people. David Williams, a jury of peers having found him guilty of murder in the first degree and robbery with a firearm. Principal. Mr. Catlin, this court will find you guilty, adjudicate you guilty, and sentence you to life in Florida State Prison. With credit for 1,752 days already served. Count 2, I sentence you to life in Florida State Prison. With credit for 1,752 days already served. 2 counts will run concurrent with each other. And standard court cost prosecution will reduce those to civil.
Oh, these motherfuckers be driving me crazy sometimes. Shut up!
You turned a robbery into a murder. And on that day, when you stood there and fired that weapon, you didn't just end one life. You effectively ended 5 lives, including your own.
Shut up!
You need to understand that when we say life in Florida State Prison, that means life. It is necessarily without parole. Florida abolished parole. You know, as the song says, you can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. You will spend. I'm sorry. You know, actually, this works out better for me. You know, the rest of your life in prison. From here, you will go. Hey, why should I be mad? And be placed in a cell that has a stainless steel slab that's attached to the wall. That's your bed. And next to it is a stainless steel sink and a stainless steel toilet. That's the furniture that you have in that cell. You'll spend every hour, and every day, and every week, and every year of your life in that cell. And one day, you'll come and open up that cell in the morning and you'll have passed out. And only on that day will you have served your sentence. The jury of your peers having found you guilty of murder in the first degree with a firearm and having discharged that firearm and having that firearm discharge result in the death of Class A Florida's court for sentencing to life in Florida State Prison with credit for 1,732 days already served. As to count 2 for the robbery with a firearm, which was discharged and causing death, this court will sentence you to life in Florida State Prison, 1,732 days served. Both counts carry with how we can provide you in a minute for you. Count 2 will run consecutive and not concurrent with count 1. And both counts will run consecutive and not concurrent with your sentence in case number 1316428 CF10A. The court cost prosecution will be reduced to a certain lane. We'll have 30 days to appeal.
This is Philadelphia springtime.
That's crazy. They end up getting life in prison.
Please, I'm perfectly capable of putting this down and walking right out of here. I don't think so. You are so immature. Tia can't do it. I can leave whenever I want. Okay. I'm about to go get my burp on. Now that's what I'm talking about. Back away from the laptop.
So this one, hold on, God damn it. It says everybody needs their mom. So let's see what happens.
Get me up off of here. You grown, you think you grown? Y'all gonna get me up off of here. I'm 27. Get me up off of here. You grown, you need me. You grown. Everybody needs their mom. I don't like her. I love you. She disrespect. I love you. She disrespect. I love you. I love you. I just don't like you. You hate the truth. That's why all your other daughters scared to come out here. You hate. Child, please. I just got. I'm not scared of you. Your name Whole Weight. Where we from? Yes. I wrote books. I'm on Amazon. Yes. And you mad? We won't help you support and pay. Yes. Very successful. Thank you.
Wow, okay. Let's see, where is this at? Oh, I don't know. Oh, this out here. So they said Fullerton County Jail inmate gives orders to officer on security breach. God damn. So Biddy Siegel was on Vlad TV. I guess this was yesterday. He is like crackhead skinny now. God damn. It says Benny Siegel is seeing Cat Williams give away 200K to people in his neighborhood. Mm. Excuse me. I said LeBron James stared down Russell Westbrook. So they said the town in 2024 solar eclipse path of total beginning prepares for rare event. Didn't we just have a solar eclipse? I thought it only came every 75 years. Mm. Okay. It says, hold on. Snoop Dogg's daughter, Corey, I ain't finna do it. Brutus, or Broadus, I don't know. Discover online bullying and her father supports. Wow. That's some fucked up ass shit to say. She spoke with talk show host Cameron Brown about her experience. That's crazy. They said Coiler Ray fired back at people telling her to eat more. I'm proud to be skinny. Facts. She ain't getting all. I mean, I respect her because I mean, she ain't got, she got money to, fix herself if she really wanted to, but she don't want to fix herself. She like her. She like how she is. It is what it is. I want to know, did anybody go see that Nike movie? Mm-mm. So, okay, it says when people move away from Seattle, here's where they go. Where they go? Tell me where they go. 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 Uh, oh no. What? It says Hey! It says Wiz Khalifa teaches Mike Tyson how to do Kush Pops. What the fuck is that? Oh wow. Okay, we finna see what this do. So it was like they said. So Meek Mills turned down Cassidy offered to sign him prior to their beef. Let's see what's going on.
Switch from TurboTax to H&R Block online, and tax season will feel just as good as all those other seasons, like award season.
You always believed that I could switch to a better online tax service. And I did.
Upload last year's TurboTax return to switch to H&R Block.
In his career in the music industry. During the conversation, Cassidy made the revelation that at one point he tried to sign Meek Mill. Cassidy said that, however, he was not in the best position to give Meek what he needed.
Why did you sign Meek Mill? I wanted to. He turned it down. But I wasn't in the best situation. It's not like I was super connected to the machine. I was moving more towards the independent direction. So I was offering him distribution, but more on like an independent way. And maybe he wanted to be more on the major side.
Right. Because I remember the time he came home and he had he rapped me in the crib and did a freestyle. Was it during that time? When they first came home, Breeze and all
Um, I just was showing him love on that time, that freestyle time. I did records with him before and all that, but the deal that I offered them was like a little later. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But there was an opportunity that I had with E1 and he wasn't with it.
Despite offering his fellow Philly native the chance to go independent through a distribution deal, Meek declined. Cassidy's desire to sign Meek might be surprising, given that the two once had a heated feud, resulting in the pair trading blistering freestyles back and forth. Most notably in 2013, at the height of their beef, following Meek releasing his Kendrick You Next diss track, Cassidy responded with Catch a Body. So, what are your thoughts on Cassidy's attempt to sign Meek Mill? And how do you think things would have played out differently for Meek if he said yes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Subscribe to the channel.
Hey Owen.
Notification bell. And as always, stay locked in to Hip Hop DX.
You on the road, my love? Okay, about to get your today started. That's what's up. So King County is out here in Washington. King County spent $11.6 million to get 36 apartments for homeless. They gave way more, and um, they gave way more through the pandemic, and a lot of people didn't want to take it. And the reason they don't want to take it is because they don't want to pay rent. A lot of people is out here homeless for no reason. Like we got two people that's really homeless out here. So one lady, she homeless, and her like literally no shit. I'm not lying. Her mom and dad owns Macy's, the company Macy's, but I don't know what happened. So she's homeless at our shelter. But they treat her good. Like I know something wrong with her, you know what I'm saying? But she stay there, and they always do something big for the shelter because, like I said, her mom and dad owns Macy's. I don't know if they still living, but it is what it is. Oh, he bogus. So a driver seen dumping dogs in remote roads in California. That's some grimy ass shit. I don't give a fuck. This road. Oh my god. So this Roy, I don't know how to say that. Roy, who on drugs? Owen. So they got this Roy. I never could say that. Rolls Royce camper. So Rolls Royce is coming out with a camper in the future for luxury motoring. Wow. How would y'all feel if so if she's saying my boyfriend was not ready for a commitment and left me. 2 months later he showed up to hold on. Let's see. He showed up to my door with an engagement ring. So they got married. And this is crazy. I shit you not. I didn't even know Washington had beaches. We got a beach out here, and I don't even know where the fuck is that because I stayed to myself. But it says Washington's most charming beach town. So mortgage rates are falling for the fourth week in a row. Um, oh wow. Okay, they said California bill will create a alarm system for missing black women and youth. All right. These thoughts don't make me hurt them. It's a quad Linwood Bridge Day. With a quad freeway this spring. Oh my god. So I do have to catch a bridge to get to Seattle. and it's called the Moving Bridge. And it's crazy because I don't see it moving, but they said it moves. Like, I ain't trying to be funny. I really want to go. I'm a big kid at heart, right? But I really would love to go see this Super Nintendo World movie. Really want to see it. Hey, y'all. Y'all supposed to be asleep. So ranking every DMX album from best to worst. Let's see what they talk about. From best to worst. Okay. The greatest album of all time. It says, "Get at me, dog." Okay. Hey. Oh my God, several artists. Okay. I don't even know what number this is. All right. Okay. Undisputed is the first album. They said from best to worst. The Year of Dogs again. The Greatest Depression. Grand Champion. Fresh of my flesh. Flesh to my flesh of my flesh. Blood to my blood. Says, and then there was X. And they said, it's dark as hell. It's hot. What's this one? Says, hell. DJ Quick. They said DJ Quick. Quick is the name. Was only meant to be a mixtape. This was said Tupac made a debate on Digital Underground. Digital Underground. Same song back in 1991. Jay and L, Big L battle each other in Harlem. Rest in peace to that man, Big L and Shock G. Mm, over dedicated, untitled, unmastered, section 80. Some of these songs I've never heard, but it is what it is. Uh, this is Good Kid, Mad City, MAGD City, to Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick Lamar down. Kendrick.
Yeah. So y'all all curious? That's fine. That's fine, man. I'm gonna tell you how your boy Moochie landed his ass in this goddamn slammer. It was Kendrick.
The 40 most influenced rappers of all times. All right. Okay. Most 40. Honorable mention of Lauren Hill is one. Kid Cudi is two. Oh, I mean, Lauren Hill is. Oh, no, she's not even on here. Okay. Kid Cudi is 40. Jungle Brothers. I'll do this tomorrow. That part tomorrow. I need love. All right. Okay, it says Quavo got a new song called Honey Buddy. It says review. I can review the song while I'm doing it. Just got out of YouTube jail. So Lloyd Banks is shared a drawing of Method Man he did when he was a kid. Okay. Don't look like him, but he tried. He tried. I ain't doing nothing. You still ain't answering my question. She on drugs. Who on drugs? I'm just trying to figure out who you talking about, Shouty. No, I swear to God, she don't do drugs. She don't do drugs at all. I didn't see you backstage. I'm sorry. Come back up. I apologize. I didn't even see you. I'm over here looking at my phone, trying to think of shit to talk about. But I just really want to beat this man up for dumping dogs on a remote road in California, and he got caught. Hope they give him the book. I said they said the Christ in Kingston. Let's see what they talking about. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. I promise you I didn't see you. This is the fourth story in a series about the open. My bad. I'm over here trying to watch sister at the same time. Mm. It says okay. Open air drug market in Kingston. Read the first, second, and the third part. Alright, so this is a 6 minute video. Let's see what they talk about. I hate these damn commercials.
Not just structures and sky.
If heroin was around,
Ooh,
What's up, Owen?
shit, what's happening, bro?
I miss you.
This you too. I'll be around. I'll be looking and listening.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to. Are you still coming up here in November with your girl?
We're gonna be up there August.
August. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't beat me slowly. Damn.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna be up there.
So how you liking your job? Congratulations again.
Thank you. So far, so good. I'm just learning how to run my clock. Like today, it's 5:30 where I'm at,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I went back an hour. So technically, my motherfucking clock is saying that I gotta sit in this truck for another hour and a half before I can move. But my appointment is due in an hour, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna roll out so I can get this shit dropped off on time, and I'll let them figure out how to fix it later.
I'm so proud of you, Owen.
Appreciate it.
You said you was gonna go, and you was gonna try to get your license. And then you failed the first time or something.
I felt like the driver
But you
test.
didn't give up, bro. So salute to you.
I felt that shit like 2 or 3 times. The driver test.
But regardless, salute to you. You got him.
You goddamn right.
I
Yeah.
can't stand you. Say you goddamn.
You gonna get you that class B bus driver.
I would never drive a bus.
Come on, bus driver.
I would never drive a bus.
We need you now.
Cause I'll be ready to snap on these crackheads and shit that be just getting on the bus for free.
Yeah.
So where you at?
Me,
Like what state you in?
I'm in Michigan.
Mm.
So I'm out here in Coldwater, Michigan.
Okay.
Where the fuck that's at?
That's like the middle of Michigan.
Is it?
Something like that, yeah. Cause Detroit is on the water. So I know they south. My father stay in Ben Harbor, Michigan. That's the when you hit Michigan, that's the first little city
Yeah.
you pass through.
I literally crossed the border and then it was boom, Coldwater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know nothing about. I know they got fucking dispensaries everywhere.
They got what?
Weed dispensaries.
Oh shit! What?
When in there, man, they was showing me all kind of shit. I'm like, damn, I wish I was smoking. Like, shit,
You
good.
ain't smoked weed in years, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Smoke weed. Well, smoking it
Yeah.
probably probably about over a year. But we had some edibles when I was on a cruise.
I
Yeah,
hate those.
I like them. Shit, we was
I
on
do not like edibles at all. I didn't try them.
hot in the motherfucking. I smoke no smoking it make me a little bit paranoid.
Yeah. When I first started smoking, yeah, I did that.
I mean, every now and again, like sometimes it just depends. I think it just depends on my mood and maybe what I'm smoking. But sometimes I think like the police after me. Like who the fuck? Like why is these people looking at me? Be having panic attacks and shit. You know how your heart get to beating.
Oh, I know.
Sometimes I be wanting to just okay. If I'm gonna do that, I got to be in a good environment. Got to be by myself or around somebody I know.
Facts.
So yeah.
Motherfuckers be like, you want to hit this? Hell no, because I don't know what y'all. I ain't see you roll that shit up. These motherfuckers put anything in their weed and shit. Fuck no. I'm cool. Yeah, but they don't. We got dispensaries out here too, but shit, these motherfucking young ones do cocaine. Like I'm like, damn. I say y'all do cocaine like I smoke weed. What? And I'm talking about, what I'm saying, on these young ass motherfucking my kids age. So what you delivering? Mm-mm.
My bad. You ain't hear nothing I said, did you?
Nope.
God damn, my fault. I had clicked out the goddamn app. What's the last thing you heard?
Nothing.
Oh, I think you said what am I delivering, right?
You said what?
You said what am I delivering, right?
Oh yeah, that's what I just said. Yep.
Yeah, I don't just regular drive van shit. I'm not sure what's in there. Like
No.
going to a Walmart DC, so
Oh,
probably
okay.
Walmart features, Walmart shit.
So since you over the road now, will you go anywhere though?
Yeah, I go anywhere.
Okay,
But,
that's what's up.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep me like Midwest. I think
Where your company at?
Dart.
Where's that?
It's they got one out of Texas and then one out of Eagan, Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
So
How
yeah,
your girl feel about you over the road?
I mean she don't like it, but she supported. Like she know I need this experience. She know I gotta have it. So it's kind of one of them things. Like it's something that's gonna happen. Like I gotta do this.
So did you always want to be a truck driver?
Hell no.
I hate you.
Hell no, I ain't. I mean, like I thought, like all right. So when you getting out of high school, everybody talking about what they gonna do. Are you going to college? What you gonna study in college? Are you finna go
Right.
for trade skill? What kind of what trade you gonna learn? So I knew I wasn't a college dude, but my girlfriend at the time, she was a nerd, so she had just got like scholarships and shit and accepted in
Hmm.
like the 11th grade. So when she went to college, I just pretty much followed after her and went to.
Uh huh.
I couldn't get in her college, but I can get into the technical school. So I got to the technical college, and did wasted time there. But when we was in high school, my buddy was like, "Hey, I'm about to go drive trucks with my dad." He was like, "Y'all should come with me. He can help us get our CDL because his dad had his own truck, and back then
Hmm.
you didn't need school to get your CDL. You could just go as long as you knew how to drive a truck. You can go take the test." So
Oh.
he went and did that, and he was telling us to come with him, and we was like, "Yeah, man, that sounds good. We're gonna do it." Never did it. So boom, fast forward, you know, I was stuck at like Walmart and shit, and I was thinking about something to do, and I'm like, man, I could drive trucks. Cause my partner was, I saw him, he doing good. He was driving for like UPS, making good money,
Hmm.
and I was just like, started looking into it a little bit, but I still
Hmm.
commit to it. But then once I got in trouble, I was like, fuck it, man, like, you know, I might as well do it, you know.
Right.
So that's when I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and knock this shit out. Like if nothing else, I'm gonna get my CDL. If this shit don't work, fuck it, I can find something else to do. But about to do this for now.
So if you had any ideal job, Owen, what would it be?
An ideal job,
Like a job you really would love to have
it wouldn't
if
even
you
be.
could.
My job would be to run my business, to sit back and just run my business. Like whether it's running trucks, whether it's selling merchandise on Amazon, whatever it is, it's just to sit back and just run the business, and not have to,
Right.
I would just more, make sure everybody doing what they doing and sit back and collect these checks. That's
Mm.
my ideal job.
I think that's everybody ideal job.
Yeah, something like that, somewhere where I'm not trading my hours for dollars. Like I'm out here, like you, when you go punch in, you ain't getting paid until you punch in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, you trading hours for dollars
Right.
versus, hey, your money make money when you sleep. When you go to sleep, you still making money. You making sales or whatever it is. That's my ideal situation.
I mean, hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
You did,
Yeah, I feel it.
yeah.
You talk about. I was just watching. Well, I played it on my on here earlier, but they talk about changing the. We supposed to not be. We changing slowly but surely to crypto.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they've been saying that, man. They've been saying that they want is a world currency. Like, well, everybody got this. It's the same currency, and they can control that shit. Because think,
Right.
like, I think somebody mentioned this. Like, if you got all your money, like even with the banks, hell, if you got all your money in this specific place, like, what's gonna happen if you go to the bank one day and they say, oh, you know, your money not here. We ain't got your money, or you can't take no money out. You feel?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Same,
Okay. I'll
same,
be back.
yeah, same thing with that crypto shit. Like, cause it's all made up. Like, all this money and shit is made up. Like, they just pull it out of thin air. You feel me? Like somebody was,
Hmm.
the dollar ain't backed by nothing. You know, it's just paper. It's just fugazi. You know, it ain't nothing. So yeah,
Well, I guess a lot of. I mean, when they first said it, a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people believed that it was going to crypto.
I could believe it. I can believe it. But see, I think some people didn't want it regulated by the government. Like that Bitcoin shit, they liked it the way it was when it
Hmm.
first came out. Which, you know, I don't understand it. But I do know that like the more you allow government to control some shit, the more power you give them.
Hmm.
Like, damn, man, you gonna fuck some shit up. But
And they was like, you got to use it. If you don't use it, they. It's crazy. Like, you gonna tell me I have to spend my own money at a certain time or I lose it?
oh, what?
Hmm.
Damn, I ain't heard nothing like that.
Yeah, I played it on my channel earlier because I was looking at it. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
So I played it, and yeah, he was like, yeah, if we don't use it, then they said they gonna take it. I was like, how you gonna try to tell somebody how to use their damn money?
hey, I don't doubt it, man. You never know. It's all type of shit they could do. But I mean, that's why what's JPTV 3000 always say, buy land, buy land, buy land. You
Shit,
know,
but you know, and I understand that, but you know, some you can't buy land in every state. You got to go down. Basically, you got to go down south just about some land if you want to be technical.
you can buy land anywhere. I mean, it's just so and again, that's why I was telling him he need to do like a little video explaining that shit because when I looked into it, it's like it's certain shit like you can buy land, but it's certain land. It's not like you can buy land and do whatever you want on it. You know what I mean? It's like slotted into different categories. You got land that you can buy that's only for farming. Land
Hmm.
that's is ready for development.
Right.
You know, like different types of categories. Like you just can't always buy something and do anything you want on it. So you got that, and then just how to buy land. Like some places you gotta like have all the money at once. Cause I don't
Yeah.
think banks like to give loans on land that's just what is it called raw. I think it's like raw. I don't know raw land or something like that. Like
Hmm.
whatever the fuck, like undeveloped land. They don't like to give loans for that. So you damn near got to come with cash to buy that shit. So
That's crazy,
complicated, but you can buy land anywhere. They got land for sale everywhere. Shit, you can go buy some land in Africa if you want to.
man.
You know how to do
But
it.
I'm just talking about like some of these states you can't buy land.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, shit. Look at California. Hell, you know, you ain't buying no land in Malibu.
Yeah. Ain't buy no land out here in Washington either. Shit.
So it just don't make no sense. It's too goddamn expensive. But
Man.
yeah, man, people buy land there. Well, I wouldn't mind owning some land.
Yeah, my grandma.
Girl was talking about that. Like my cousin got land and she just put some trailers on it, and so all they do is pay taxes on the land. I think all her shit paid off, and the property. So she put trailers on there and she'll charge people rent.
Man,
So
that's what's up.
hell yeah.
And all they do is pay her rent. So she ain't losing shit.
Right. So yeah, I don't know. I mean,
That's what's up though.
yeah, it's all about what you're willing to sacrifice. Yeah, we can do a lot. You're willing to sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. You right.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. What's your next move? You staying in Washington for the rest of your life?
Hell no. I'm trying to move down south somewhere.
Where you trying to go?
I don't know. I wanna visit Texas. I have never been to Texas.
I ain't never been to Texas.
Hell no.
You gonna love it. Listen, my first time to Houston,
Uh-huh.
I fell in love with Texas. Like Te-
Visit.
Texas is my kind of state, though.
Uh-huh.
You know, and that's crazy to say because you know it's a red state, but it's more freedom and like I don't know, man. It's Texas is not. It's huge. It's enough you do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Man.
Always something to do.
Right.
And then when you go down there, you see a lot of people that look like us doing being real successful. I like that. Same thing with Atlanta. You ever been to Atlanta?
Nope.
Oh, you gotta visit Atlanta. You're gonna get the same feeling. Like I was just like, wow, like this is crazy. Like I never seen so many people. Well, I have because I grew up in. I was in
Mm-hmm.
Chicago. When I was in Chicago, it was like we was in the hood type shit. Versus, it's like in Atlanta, it could be like suburban type shit where it's affluent African Americans. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
Seeing your people having things, it's like wow, like that shit is mesmerizing. It's a good feeling, real good feeling.
I know I got coworkers and some friends who went to Texas. She was like, they just black people everywhere. Cause she was born and raised out here. And it's
Yeah,
so diverse out here, it's ridiculous.
right. It is. I mean, it's just like I don't know. I loved it though. I loved, absolutely loved it. Voting for required for 5 days.
Are you planning to move down there?
Hold on.
You gonna visit constantly, huh?
Hell yeah.
Nigga, you from Minnesota. Shut up. Y'all
Ain't-
got black people all over that motherfucker.
Nah, not like that.
Yeah.
Not
On the
affluent.
north side, shit.
North side is ratchet as fuck. What you talking about, girl?
Hey, black. It was only black and Asians when I stayed out there.
Ratchet in the motherfucker. But yeah, you go down there and you see, see
It
what you.
might be ratchet, but it was black people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck is they asking me? Put the vote info in. What are they asking me for? Hey, Tish, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
All right. Thank you for coming out.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm. All right. I'm gonna get off of here. But I hope everybody have a great again Sunday morning. I'm gonna be back on here tonight about 8 o'clock. So I hope everybody have a great morning, evening, afternoon, and evening. Thank you guys for being here. The ones who came in, some people came out. It is what it is. I really appreciate everybody. Thank you. Y'all have a glorious Sunday. Holla at y'all later.